Morning guys, Dave Canterbury at the Pathfinder School, back with the last in our trapping series on leg hold traps for the time being. I've got a big boar coon in this trap, and this is a really nice coon. The fur's really starting to come in on this guy. It's really thick and heavy. It's not trapping season for raccoon yet. I've still got about 3 weeks to go. I'm going to have to let this guy go. It's not a problem. I've let plenty of non-target animals go out of these traps. The lesson to be learned here, really, and the explanation I want to give you is about the methodologies of trapping for a self-reliance or long-term survival scenario. And this trap is the same scent post set in the corner of the woods with a three-way intersection of trails coming to it that I've caught 3 other possum and another raccoon on. This trap has caught 5 animals in the last 2 weeks. That's pretty good odds of meat. Now, this is the only trap that I have set right now, leg hold trap or foothold trap, that's actually in the woods. The rest of them are out on open ground set for coyote. This was a coyote set. I figured this was a good trail for coyote, but it catches non-target animals, every other day or so there's a non-target animal in here. But what the lesson in that is that if you're looking for smaller game type animals, medium size animals, this is probably a 20-pound coon right here. The way to do that is to get in the woods and get on the trails. If you're trying to catch other animals like the fox, like the coyote, cats, things of that nature, you're going to catch them out in open areas more than you're going to catch them right in the middle of the woods. But this is a good lesson for us to understand for long-term self-reliance, that if we're trying to catch food for our family, the place to do that is on the edge of these wooded areas where there's trails. This is a big coon right here. This would feed a family of 4 for a couple of days probably. So that's the lesson I want you to understand. A lot of people are saying that trapping is cruel and this, that, and the other thing. When I let this coon go, he's going to run off into the woods just like the other non-target animals, just like the fox, just like everything else. He's not hurt. He's caught in the very front pad in an offset jaw trap. I can see it's got his front pad pinched, and that's it. His foot's going to be a little bit numb, but it'll be fine. I've caught my hand in these traps myself. They're not that bad. He's nervous? Yes. He's stressed out? Yes. His pride's wounded? Yes. But he's not hurt. So I'm going to get him out of this trap and let him go. We'll move around the rest of the trap line, and I'll get back with you in just a few minutes. Guys, I'm Dave Canterbury at the Pathfinder School, and we checked the rest of this trap line. There was nothing in it except for that big coon. Typical, because now I'm down to, as we get into trapping season, I've cut down the amount of coyote traps I've got out. I've taken all my fence line snares out, which was 6 of my traps. So now I'm down to about 6 leg holds. And even though I only have 6 out here, one of them hit last night, like we talked about earlier in this video. Again, remember, this channel is not only about primitive skills. It's not only about archery. It's not only about hunting or black powder. It's not only about history, historical lore, herbs, plants, medicinals, things like that. It's about trapping. It's about fur. It's about self-reliant living. It's about the lifestyle that I love and protect every day. And educating young folks is the way to protect that. Passing on the tribal knowledge, passing on the knowledge of our forefathers is the way to protect our way of life. So if you don't like what you see in some of my videos, don't watch. Watch a different video, whatever the case may be, but I'm going to show it as real as it gets. I'm going to show it the way it is. We're going to do a lot more trapping come trapping season. This will be the last in our series on upland sets for the most part for coyote, things like that. We may set a few fox sets later on down the line, but I want to get into water sets, conibears, snares in the water, leg holds in the water, footholds in the water, things of that nature in the rest of this series. We've already put 21 videos in this series. I want to put at least 20 more in the series when it comes to water trapping, beaver, muskrat, mink, things of that nature as well. And we'll get more coon and possum, I'm sure. I appreciate you joining me for this video. I thank you for everything that you do for me, for my family, and for my school. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can.